Teacher Time Mastery, the podcast made for secondary English language arts teachers like you, with your host, Becky Zerr.
Hello, dedicated educators. Becky Zerr here with Teacher Time Mastery Podcast. And today we're going to be talking about how important it is to have teacher support groups. It's so important because teaching isn't just a job, it's a calling, a shared passion that brings us together. However, that doesn't mean we're not human. As educators, we face a unique set of challenges and opportunities, and the journey can oftentimes feel like a solitary one. But here's the truth: we are never alone. Insert creepy X-Files music here. But seriously, we are part of a vibrant community of educators who understand the joys and struggles that come with our calling. In this extended chat, we want to delve deep into the profound importance of teacher support in education. Let's explore why connecting with fellow educators can transform our teaching experience, give us that helping hand when we feel about to topple off the edge of the abyss, and empower us to make a lasting impact on our students. The magic of shared resources. Imagine this. You're planning a unit for your students, and you're searching for fresh ideas to make it engaging and meaningful. With an amazing teacher community, you have access to a treasure trove of shared resources and ideas. Get meticulously crafted lesson plans, comprehensive reading lists, create teaching strategies, and assessment ideas contributed by educators who have walked the same path as you. These resources are more than just materials. They represent the collective wisdom of teachers who share your passion for education. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, this resource sharing culture ensures that we're all continuously learning and improving. Why reinvent the wheel? Next, we're going to talk about a supportive shoulder to lean on. As we are all painfully aware, teaching is emotionally charged, and it's essential to have a support system. How many of you have ever sat in your car in the parking lot or in your driveway when you get home just to let those tears out, or maybe even scream into the heavens? There's so much that we take in and do each day. And getting it out in the car like that, it helps. But we need more than that. Within our teacher community, we find a safe place. Safe space. Don't know what I'm trying to say here, but it's a place where you can get together to vent about all of these frustrations without judgment, to seek advice and offer each other a shoulder to lean on, or perhaps cry on. When you've invested hours in a lesson plan that didn't go as planned, it's comforting to know that someone out there understands. They've been there too. When you're really struggling with how to get through to that one student, we've been there too. We need to share the ups and downs of our teaching experiences and lift each other up during the toughest times. The power of emotional support is immeasurable, and it reminds us that we are part of something bigger, and yet we are still valued individually. Don't ever forget about your own individual value. The collaborative spirit, innovating together. Collaboration is where the magic of innovation happens. Picture this: a brainstorming session where ideas flow freely, sparking excitement and creativity. Within our teacher community, we discuss fresh approaches to teaching, explore innovative strategies, and plan engaging classroom activities. We'll share stories of successful collaborations and how they've transformed both our teaching practices and our students' learning experiences. The collaborative spirit keeps our teaching practices vibrant and our students eager to learn. The journey of lifelong learning. In education, learning never stops. Within our teacher community, professional development is a continuous journey. We can organize workshops, seminars, and webinars within our teacher communities to deepen our knowledge and stay updated with the latest educational trends and needs. We'll explore the endless opportunities for professional growth available to us, and your voice matters in what is explored next. I know we have all been in that moment during a district or school mandated meeting of some sort, professional development meeting, and you're like, oh my goodness, I would never have picked to do this in a million years. This just simply does not apply to me. That's not developing you professionally. From modern teaching techniques to staying ahead of the educational curve, you'll leave with a roadmap for your own lifelong learning journey, including topics that you are actually wanting to learn about. Each state and school does PDC points a bit differently, those points that we need to collect for relicensure, but I will provide certificates of completion for all of those attending our workshops for you to submit to your PDC committees and earn those licensure renewal points. Advocacy. This is something that's really, really near and dear to my heart. For those of you who don't know, on the Myers-Briggs personality test, I am an INFJ. INFJ. So 2% of the world right here. But we are known as the advocates. And when I learned this, it made complete and total sense to me because that's pretty much my life. As educators, we advocate for our students and the value of education in society. And in this new role that I'm taking on in my life, I'm advocating for you. I'm advocating for all of my fellow teachers. When we unite as a community, our voices become stronger. We can champion the importance of education, advocate for those resources we so dearly need, and influence policies that support our mission. I actually had the extreme honor of serving on the Kansas National Education Association Resolution Committee, where we would look at all of the resolutions that were being put forth, and we would go through the resolutions handbook, look for any revisions that might be needed, accept people who were wanting to get new resolutions into the books. Anyway, I was a nursing mother at the time. I had just had my second daughter, and I taught 8 preps. Every hour of the day, I had a class. And I was supposed to have somebody from the office, like the secretary or my principal, come in to cover my class briefly in the morning and the afternoon so I could get in a pumping session. That rarely happened. I looked into the laws. We were a small school. We had fewer than 50 employees in our building, so we didn't qualify underneath that. I went to NEA, went to my union to see what there was to support me, and there was nothing in there. So I wrote one. I wrote a resolution to support breastfeeding mothers working in the school system. I brought it to our conference table. We workshopped it a little bit in that teacher community. We submitted it to the committee, and guess what? It passed. It's ratified. It is in the books right now. Change can happen when we speak up and share what's important to us. We'll share stories of successful advocacy efforts and how they've impacted our schools and communities. We'll also equip you with the tools to become effective advocates, whether you're advocating within your school or engaging with policymakers. Together, we can make a difference, not only in our classrooms, but also in the wider educational landscape. Celebrating successes, big and small. Let's take a moment to celebrate our successes, because let's be honest, you don't do that enough. Think of those breakthrough moments when a struggling student finally grasped a concept, or when a class discussion left your students inspired, or when that student who always causes a ruckus, he was engaged. and in it that day, he or she, I should say. So visualize the pride in a student's eyes when their hard work pays off. These are the moments that remind us of the incredible impact we have on our students' lives. We'll share stories of these successes and your own, celebrating the collective achievements of our teacher community. Join the teacher support communities. Join them, join them, join them. As we conclude this chat, we'll invite you to explore teacher support communities available to you. There are so many great ones available in today's world. There are a lot of Facebook teacher groups. You might have a teacher team within your school. There's a lot of different options. We offer some as well. So, as part of our Vocab Vigor membership, you have access to our dedicated teacher support community where you can connect with educators who share your passion for enhancing vocabulary education. Additionally, we have our upcoming Digital Escape Rooms workshop. Go check it out if you haven't heard about it yet. This is another great opportunity to connect, get some of those PDC credits taken care of, learn from each other, collaborate with fellow teachers, share those resources, share around those escape rooms you make. Let's create this community of sharing. And let's talk about creating engaging learning experience for our students. Let's brainstorm these things together. Together, we enrich our teaching experiences, our own teaching lives. We create a brighter future for our students and ourselves and strengthen the bonds of our teacher community. So join us. Reach out to your fellow educators, wherever it may be, and together, let's thrive in the world of education, not just survive. With warm regards, Becky Zerr. And P.S. Don't hesitate to connect with your fellow educators in the Vocab Vigor teacher support community. Send me a message if you've gotten any of my resources on Teachers Pay Teachers and you'd like to be a part of our group. I will add you in there. Don't you worry about that. If you buy them directly from me on my website, I'll get you in there right away. And obviously, if you join the ongoing membership with all the goodies, you get all the goodies. We also have that digital escape room called Unlock Time and Boost Engagement, Digital ELA Escape Room. It's a 2-day workshop where I'm going to show you all of the tips and tricks that I have picked up from making just awesome, kick butt is what I probably should say, but it's not where my mind went first. Making those resources that'll really, really engage your students. They're fun for you to make. You have all these different types of puzzles that you can easily integrate into them to really ramp up the excitement around it. And they self-grade. Who doesn't love that? So we will have a group for that workshop as well, where we can share ideas, we can troubleshoot with each other, we can ask all kinds of questions, and just be there for each other. So together, we are an unstoppable force shaping the future of education. I'll see you next week.
Thanks for listening to the Teacher Time Mastery Podcast with your host, Becky Zerr. Tune in next week for another new episode designed just for secondary ELA teachers like you.